Hey everybody, welcome back to more Pokémon Blue version. In the last episode, we beat Brock at the first gym and got the Boulder Badge. And in this episode, we're going to continue on to the next area, Mount Moon. And thankfully, Pikachu here is going to get some more usage from us because in the last episode he was kinda useless, let's be real here. Yeah. Alright, so I do remember fighting a couple of trainers, yeah, but we didn't fight all of them here. Hey! I like shorts! They're comfy and easy to wear, youngster Joey, even though you're... Technically, youngster Joey didn't debut until Pokemon Gold, Gold and Silver, but hey. And of course, he's got the Rattata there. And he's actually level 11, so that might be bad, but hey. Oh shoot, that did a lot more damage than I was expecting. Let's just switch back to Charmander here. Now Charmander, it might be getting close to evolving. I don't remember if his evolution level is 14 or 16. Thank God for a critical hit. There we go. And Ekans. Okay, I thought you were gonna have a Pidgey. Ekans' sprite looks really weird in Generation 1. A lot of the sprites in Gen 1 look really weird, but Ekans is especially one of my not favorites. A downside of not playing Yellow version is that in Yellow version, a lot of the... rap. Okay, I'll explain rap after I finish what I was saying. In Yellow version, a lot of the sprites actually look really good compared to the ones in Red and Blue, and I'm sorely missing those. Except Onyx. Onyx's sprite looks really good in this game, but kind of looks like a grandma in Yellow version for some reason. I do not like Onyx's sprite in Yellow version. But anyways, the reason I was sighing earlier there is because the move Wrap in Generation 1 is actually really bad because neither the enemy Pokemon or your Pokemon can move at all while Wrap is in effect, and it'll just keep doing damage. And I don't believe there's any set amount of turns that it goes on for. It just goes on for however long it feels like. And yeah, unlike later generations where you can at least attack the enemy Pokemon that's using Wrap, in this gen you cannot. So you're basically at a stalemate, and it can actually just absolutely destroy you for no reason. But anyways, the look you gave me, it's so intriguing. And I've been wanting to record more of this more consistently, but if I'm being quite honest, I've just been playing a lot of Pokopia recently. And that's the reason why I haven't been recording that much. Which is a question I'll ask you guys. If you guys out there, what do you think of Pokopia? I'm definitely very obsessed with the game right now. It is very good. One of the best games on the Switch 2 that's released thus far, other than Donkey Kong Bonanza, in my opinion. But that's only because Metroid Prime 4 was a bit of a But I'm sure you guys have all heard that before. I'm not saying anything new right here. Nidoran male. Not that difficult of a Pokemon. He can be very good, especially because of a quirk that one of the items has later in the game with one of his moves. But not really all that useful right now. And I'm going to go back to the Pokemon Center because I'm dying here. Also, since Charmander didn't evolve at level 14, I'm pretty sure it's going to be level 16. But yeah, recently I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Pokopia, and I also finally played the Mega Dimensions DLC for Legend ZA, which I actually quite liked, and there was some things I liked and disliked about... I didn't mean to talk to you again. There was some things I liked and disliked about the DLC for Mega Dimensions. It's a cool new side mode, and it has a bunch of cool little missions. I'd almost call it like a roguelike, even though it's not necessarily a roguelike, but it is more or less. But it's very grindy, which I'm not a fan of. Are you a trainer? Let's go! Or let's fight. I actually skipped the text too fast for me to actually find out what you were saying to me. He sent out a Weedle. Alright. But yeah, I quite like Mega Dimensions, but it did definitely overstay its welcome, especially because of the whole berry system. And I don't know. I don't know what to really talk about right now, just because we're kind of just going through the motions and showing some unimportant trainer fights. So I would have liked to bring up a lot of games that I've been playing recently, and of course they're all adjacent to Pokemon. So yeah, I do want to try and record this more consistently, because I actually want to like record playthroughs consistently for once. But man, Pokopia is it's just Pokopia. It's really good. Alright, it's level 11 on Lucky. Alright, and I can already tell an increase in damage here. Alright, yeah. All Metapod and Kakuna are going to do when they're owned by trainers is the move Harden. I don't believe they have any attacking moves. If fought by a trainer. If you use a Metapod or Kakuna that was evolved from a Weedle or a Caterpie, they will at least have Tackle, but I believe trainer Metapod and Kakuna won't. Which is, I mean, free experience for you, so long as you're not using any physical moves, because if you do use physical moves, they'll just do less and less damage. And I'm just going to cut ahead because I have no idea. Or actually, there's only one Pokemon. Oh, wow! Only one Pokemon, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to one-shot this Spearow. Let's see. Gonna use Leer. No, not yet. Okay. Almost one-shot, though. It is 3 levels above me. Spearow is actually a really good Pokemon, especially in the first gen. However, I have used Spearow before, and with the exception of Pikachu, I kind of want to see if I can use Pokemon that I have not used before. Alright. And do I actually have any potions with me? I do, I have 3. I would use that, but we are actually coming up on a Pokemon Center after 2 more trainer fights, I believe. And if you have multiple Pokemon, I'm just going to cut you out. Done like dinner, he says. Alright, and I believe this is the last trainer we have to fight before reaching the next Pokemon Center. So I'm just going to switch to Charmander here. Eek, did you touch me? I was like 2 feet away from you. How could I have possibly touched you? I believe you only have a Jigglypuff, if I remember correctly. Yep. Now, I believe they do have very high special, so maybe a Scratch will do more damage. It does about the same. It has Disable, which will disable the last move that... Ah, come on. Disable will obviously disable the last move that you used for a set number of turns. And unfortunately, she used Sing, which puts me to sleep. Now, unlike in Gen 2 and onward, Sleep actually works a lot differently in this generation. You are, I believe, asleep for a set number from either 2 or 7 turns instead of 5 like normal. And when you wake up... Ooh, okay. Oh, come on! Really? When you wake up, instead of attacking immediately, you will... Oh crap, I might actually die here. Instead of being able to attack immediately after waking up, you will... Okay, that's not good. Geez, I keep getting interrupted. You will have to waste a turn while waking up, and then you can continue on. Oh, that's gonna kill me, isn't it? Damn it! Alright, I'm back here. Okay, and then we make our way past this way. Don't worry about him, he's not a trainer here. And thank God for the Pokemon Center. That fight is really annoying just because of the fact that it can put you to sleep over and over again. Okay, and I am getting kind of underleveled. I was going to catch my next party member in the following area, but I think I'm going to hold off on it for right now. Team Rocket attacks cerulean citizens! Team Rocket is always in the news. And that's why he's writing the news on a clipboard in an animal hospital. Okay. Now, luckily for me, Pikachu's actually going to be pretty useful coming up in this area. And, okay, I believe this is going to be a fight with a Clefairy, which is just as annoying as Jigglypuff because they're both very defensive. Okay. Thunder Wave really helped me out during the fight with the Jigglypuff, so I'm going to use it again here. Nice. Fully paralyzed. And yeah, it is very annoying that when you wake up from sleep in this generation, it wastes a turn that you can't attack. While in other generations, you choose an attack, and if you happen to wake up on that same turn, then you would just be able to attack that same turn. And Clefairy actually looks really good in blue. I don't know if that's its shiny form. I think it's like... I don't know what its shiny form looks like, to be fair, but... Can't say I've ever really seen a shiny Clefairy. But I can put it up on screen, of course, just in case. Even though shiny Pokemon are not in this gen, obviously, because there's no color, but... Yeah, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, shiny Pokemon have a chance of 1 in 8,192 prior to Gen 6 to be a different color. It's only a cosmetic change and it doesn't really do anything with stats. But of course not in this gen, and it's also very rare. Oddish! Now unfortunately I have Lucky out in the front here, which grass resists electric, so we're going to have to change that right now. Uh-huh. 3 damage. Alright. And we're gonna go and use Ember. I like that it's red in this version, because in if we were to be playing red version right now, it would show up as green. Which, I mean, it's definitely better for it to show up as red, even though all attacks are going to show up as red, but eh. Level 15! We are 1 level away from evolving, and we learned Leer, which is very weird. That's... okay. And then Bellsprout. Bam! I defeated the last. Oh, I lost it! Alright. Now we're going to want to go ahead, and I believe you just want to skip that ladder that's up there. And this is why it's going to be good to have Pikachu out in the lead, because there's going to be a bunch of Zubat everywhere, and you're going to hear all the time in this cave. But since they're flying type, electric damage should just take them out right away. And why not fight you for the extra experience? Actually, I believe you have a Geodude, which is going to suck for me. Nope, right, never mind. Losing stinks, doesn't it just? Alright. Let's go ahead and heal our Pikachu up here. Now, unfortunately, I should have bought more potions, but I unfortunately did not. And we got another level up from that. And I believe this guy will have some Geodudes, but I'm just going to skip out on fighting him because I don't have anything that can take care of any rock or ground types right now. At least not easily. And wow, the encounter rates are actually kind of being nice to me. And hey, look at you. Little kids should leave grown-ups alone. Well, I was just walking by. You're the one who walked up to me. Whoa! I don't want to know what you like to do on your spare time. Anyways, this is our first introduction to the Rocket Grunts. We heard about them from the guy in the counter back in the Pokemon Center before we entered this area, but now we're seeing them in action here, and they do not look very nice at all, and that's not good. Okay, this is actually really bad. Okay, he got paralyzed. Ah! Well, having lost to Team Rocket is not something that'll get me down, but I'll go ahead and just end it off here. Next time on Pokemon Blue, we're going to go ahead and get through Mount Moon. See you guys next time.